Good evening, Twit. How you doing? It's Tuesday night. Hopefully you have yourself a good evening, and hopefully you had a good start to your week. But here we are. We're finally at the end of Final Fantasy 15. This is probably going to be the last stream of Final Fantasy 15. I know we finished the game proper, but I've now played through all of the downloadable content except for the multiplayer. Now, I don't know how truly active the multiplayer is for the PC version. I'm assuming it's not going to be very active in terms of players, but you never know. And I think that'll be kind of interesting. And from what I've tried, it seems interesting actually. But why don't I just take a moment and show you myself here. How's it going, Frozen Hunts? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you're having yourself a good day so far, and hopefully what games you have been playing. That's the brightest I've ever seen it. So this is a little weird for Square Enix to actually include in this, and I feel like this is probably one of the more... actually probably will be the overlooked part of Final Fantasy 15. And it really... It's weird, because to really actually get the entire experience and fill in those much-needed gaps from actually playing the main game, you actually should play all the episodes if you at least want to get those moments that probably should have been in the game proper. Maybe you didn't need to play as Prompto or Ignis or Gladios, but it feels like by going in this direction, they kind of undercut the actual main game, and kind of, at least to me, kind of explains why the writing for Final Fantasy 15 was a bit of a mess. How did I enjoy the final bosses? The main game or the episodes? If we're talking about, or are we talking about, I haven't actually even tried to tackle the, I guess what you call the super bosses in Final Fantasy 15. Just simply because they're super bosses, and I would I just try to focus on that game. In terms of, like, if we're talking about, like, the final battle, honestly, I didn't really like it. Simply because... okay, let me put it this way. Afreet was fine. The three kings, well, kings and queens, that got added were... I'm sorry, but I didn't really like it overall, just simply because, I don't know, the big issue is basically, don't introduce mechanics at the very end of your game. New combat systems, or things the player never gets to actually do. And that is the actual problem with the ending of Final Fantasy 15 in terms of gameplay. In terms of gameplay, it was more focused on being cinematic than anything else. Which is fine, you know, you can have cinematic style endings. But you should actually let the player finish the fight proper instead of giving them the I win button. You know, you can have your cinematic moments still after your player has beaten the enemy, by then showing, it's like, hey, then show the cinema. It's like, okay, great, awesome. You know, but they tried to streamline that in with the gameplay by having you, you know, press a button or take control of another character. You know, specifically, Noctis's retinue, Gladio, Prompto, and Ignis, respectively. And having to go through that, and this is just to let you know, you don't go up against the kings and queens in the game proper. This was all added content, so apparently this is something, it's not exclusive to the Windows Edition, but it was, if you played it back when Final Fantasy 15 released, you wouldn't have fought the kings and queens. And that I felt was probably a better situation, because it just went from a free final boss, story's over. Great, nice and easy. You can thank Sonical Crow for enlightening me on this situation. And having those moments where it's like, great, now I have to learn how to play Gladios. And although I could have actually, like, if I invested more time playing the game, like, actually trying to, I guess, complete the game, I would probably actually be able to say, it's like, you know what, I want to play Gladios and take control of Gladios, because that's a thing that exists in the Ascension tree. Great, fine. Same thing with Prompto, same thing with Ignis. And each of them have their own gameplay style and controls. But I feel like your focus really should have just been on playing Noctis. This is his, you know, as much as is his story, it creates a very awkward moment for players who decided not to learn how to play Ignis, Prompto, and Gladio. And then you're throwing your player into completely different situation. It's like, okay, now I have to learn how to play the game all over again, and that doesn't make an enjoyable experience for the cost of creating that cinematic moment. And that's the thing you really gotta balance is, and that's why I feel like the writing's completely off. Am I going to try any of the super bosses? No, not in terms of the streaming. Super bosses take a lot of leveling, and I mean a lot of leveling. I'm not going to be able to do those at all. Not even if I tried. You'll have to go somewhere else if you want to actually watch those, just simply because of how powerful those things are actually supposed to be. And the whole point of Beat the Backlog is to beat the game itself. It's not meant to complete it. The amount of time I would need to actually complete a game, with how much time I actually get to play games, the amount of time I get to play games, you're looking at it. The time I finish streaming to the time I stop streaming, that is primarily my time playing games. Nothing else. So, anytime I'm not streaming, it is very unlikely that I'm going to be actually playing a game. And I'll be honest, like, I'd say, if you really want to get the most out of Final Fantasy 15, you are going to stay in the open world section of the game. I would honestly say, it's like, get to, like, Chapter 8. Just open up the world as much as possible, and then do all your exploring, and do all your quests, and do all your hunts and such. You know, if you try to do all your quests and such, try and do everything in the chapter that they're created, you're probably going to have a bad time, because you're going to be spending a lot of time at night not being able to actually go anywhere, or to really do anything. And that honestly kind of kills your pacing. Especially if you're stuck waiting at night for something. Or if you have a lot of experience and you want to make sure your characters get a lot of levels. But, no. So I don't have any plans to do any of the super bosses. I'll be honest though, I am actually tempted to play through the game again if I do somehow miraculously get some more time, but right now I don't really have that. And if I did, I would probably make my streams a little bit longer, or you know, because there's honestly a lot of games I'd like to either go through or complete and such, just to actually enjoy more of the game. Because you're definitely getting a lot of good game with Final Fantasy 15, but I just wish that, like, the bad part of this game is something I actually do care about when it comes to games, and it's the story. Like, a good story for me in games actually helps. A lot, actually. But let's not worry about that here. We've got ourselves the multiplayer expansion, Final Fantasy 15 Comrades. So this is actually a 4-player game. Unfortunately, I can't show the intro, just simply because it only apparently plays once. And it kinda sucks that you can only play once. But you can have apparently 8 individual characters. How's it going, Professional G? How are you doing tonight? But this is what I'm going to be playing for the next couple hours. So, just like all the others, it gives you basic control of the options. And in terms of the story, where this actually takes place, I'll give you a brief introduction. So, this is effectively the start of the world of Ruin. So, Noctis, you're playing as of right now and looking for partners. Well, we'll see what happens if we actually get an option to get paired up. I will say, though, it seems like the AI in this game is actually really good. It has been a couple of... I've only really done one mission, so I'm... Professional G, if you're thinking, like, hey, let's play together and stuff, don't have that expectation, please. I know a lot of people always have that expectation to play with a person who's streaming, but that's not always, that's honestly, to me, not a healthy idea, or expectation. But back to the story here. Having put the Exernius power back online, the glaives have brightened up Lestalem, yet the rest of the world remains shrouded in darkness. Our hero's next mission is to send power to the major outposts across the continent and bring light back to Lucis. So, as you can see, effectively, this is the part, honestly, I wanted to... the main story of the game to actually let the players experience. Kind of like in Final Fantasy VI. The story of Final Fantasy 13 is half decent, just some of the bosses are a pain. I'd be okay. Honestly, I'm okay with actually bosses being a pain.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Why? I'm actually curious here if Muxie is actually working here. Sonical Crow, there we go. Okay, just need to refresh Muxie live there. Thank you very much for the host. Hopefully you had yourself a great stream. As you can see here, Post-O Potions is now operational. Earn elemental stones by participating in daily quests and exchange them for status-enhancing enchantments. So, like I said, so effectively, imagine this as being chapter... Obviously, this is the start of World of Ruin. This is not the official, beginning.
Now the Marshal wanders around like a pathetic patrolman. Don't get me started about the Prince's Royal Retainers. Bunch of bums, if you ask me.
Oh, lovely. So, what happened with us here? This is our character. This is the character I created. They actually have a very in-depth character creator. Is you somehow lost some of your memory, but you're a glaive that basically got rescued by... I can actually show this, too. That's actually one of the kind of cool things about this. Our characters here... we actually got rescued by... where's our gentleman here? There's Libertas Ostium. So he was the one who actually rescued us as we lost part of our memory. Because we're part of the King's Glaive. We're apparently part of the King's Elite. Or the Crown... yeah, the Crown's Guard. That's what it's called. And so him and his team rescued us. And we effectively somewhat lost our memory. And we're and like I said, we're thrust in this situation where the world of Ruin is starting to exist. As for our character here, plays very similarly to the main story, just it's small differences here. Obviously, you're not going to be playing or be as strong as Noctis or any of them, but you actually get quite a wide variety. The first thing is actually creating a character here. You can even choose your birthplace, and your birthplace actually determines your starting stats. You're given 4 choices. I chose Galahad, because that was basically the physical well-rounded build. There's a magical well-rounded build, there's a pure caster, and there's a pure physical character. So you can pick which either one that you like, and each of your weapons apparently level up. Like I said, I've only played 1 mission so far in this game. But I want to actually take a moment and actually show the character editor. So, like I said, you can create multiple characters, you can even edit them, which is probably one of my favorite things to do. You can adjust their face, you can actually even do a mix between the 2 characters, so you can actually, kind of like the way Dauntless does it. And I feel like this is a very weird character creation process that a lot of developers are doing now. It's like they create these templates, and then they say, alright, pick 2 of them, and then we mix them together. So, like, take this guy here, and all of a sudden my character looks completely different. You know, so they're just basically mixing the 2, but thankfully you can actually just unselect it. But thankfully, well, actually no, Dauntless does this too. You can choose your hair, and you can expand these as you're actually playing. You can choose tattoos, voice is there. So you can change, and the great thing is you can actually change your voice on everything. You can change your figure, so your height, your weight, the way your head looks and stuff. There's really good optimization here, down to your clothes. You can choose what your clothes are, color of the clothes, if you have any accessories or outfits. And you're going to be expanding and buying more of those as you actually play through. You can change the color of your skin, your lips, your eyes, your outfit, everything. And even go in so deep to change your facial structure. So if you really are one of those hardcore character creators, you can go through the process and as close as possible find what you want to look like. I kind of went with more or less a very generic or default, which I'll be honest is kind of close. But like this, the main purpose of this game, you're collecting meteor shards just to generate electricity for the power plant in Lestalem. As you can see, here's our power plant. This is the power station for Holly. And the only thing I open up right now is Iris's apparel shop, where I can actually spend gil to buy, buy additional clothes, buy additional cosmetics and such. But then we have other things here. We basically need to power up everything. We have 1,170, I guess I'm just going to call them kilowatts here. Oh, okay, there's an accelerate option too. Okay. And each area costs much. So if I want to actually upgrade the remodeling station, it's going to cost me 300. If I want to upgrade the power station for the hunter, it's going to cost me 500. If I want to get power line, what's this for here? This is for a hunt here in Lavelle Square. That's going to cost me. If I want to get this chest here, I can put a power line here. So a lot of different little options here.
See ya.
And you can even also, this game even actually goes so far as having even pictures that you can actually even take as you're playing through the game as well. So you can kind of capture all those favorite moments here.
You want weapons? We got lots of them.
The first thing I wanted to do, actually, is actually use my money here and buy a few things. Because I have to actually buy one of each of these.
Doing business.
I want to get the shuriken. Let's see, what do I want? I want the daggers, I want the polearm shuriken, and... strange as it sounds, I think I actually might want the shield. Yeah, I wanted the shield.
Hey, come again.
I think, honestly, there's probably only one server. But apparently you can actually level up all of these weapons, too. Oops, that's not the right one. I wanted that at the down position, and a range. So basically I wanted a melee range, a quick attacking weapon, a strong attacking weapon, because I like dragoons. A ranged weapon, which is kind of cool. Because, I'll be honest, between crossbows and shurikens, why not throw ninja stars? And this is actually where you can go and get your quests.
Will you lend us a hand?
So this actually, so there's always a daily. I'm just going to select this one first. I think I need to actually unlock all the others. And so you can do quick play, recruit AI. So when I select quick play, they'll probably just throw me into a place where I can actually practice and show you the combat for the game.
Do be careful.
Yeah, so it looks like there's actually a couple of people here. So, one weird thing about this, so you can actually... oh, looks like it actually just throws me in straight in. Oh, we have a couple of apparently level 17s. Alrighty. So this is effectively like a survival deal. But you can see here, instead of actually holding down... you can actually prepare for departure. I'm already... let's see. Yeah, so... you can have your little quick combat chat commands here. I'm a rookie, sorry for wait, I don't speak your language. I think it's just waiting for the other two. Let's see, can I even cast spells here? No, I don't think I can. But if you hold, but you can see the way combat works out. If you hold left trigger, there's curative spells, which heals your team. There's offensive spells. You don't really get to choose what your spell is. It just casts a spell. I'm picking the daggers, because the more I focus on a single target, the more damage I will end up doing. The other person just ran away. Damn it, Anna. And the game crashed. How lovely. That is a lovely start. Wonderful start. That is unfortunate. Always expect that. I can't believe the game crashed. That was terrible. And apparently a Steam client has been updated. Really? Oh, for God's sake, Steam. Really? At this time of night, you're gonna do an update. Well, might as well use this. Give me a second while I actually let Steam update. Oh boy. Not often, actually, to have play that music. I'm actually surprised it crashed. Yes. Yep, and Steam is throwing a fit. This is actually the first time we've had this issue. Oh, that explains why. Sure, why not? Just show me all your special deals, Steam, over anything else. Because clearly that's the most important thing, is when you do an update, you want to just take down all your games. And say, hey, here's these sales. Of course, that's actually the first time I've seen that happen. If anything, I'll probably just actually unlock the next quest here. Because from what I understand, Comrades is actually a story in of itself. So it actually has, even though it's a multiplayer game, it has a story. Which is kind of interesting, actually. Because, like, this effectively kind of gives me what I wanted from the actual main story, is show me what the world of Ruin was like. And it's through this DLC you get to see what's happening to all the characters and stuff. At least when the king went missing, basically. Can't believe I got disconnected. There we go.
What do you say?
So each person actually apparently gives a quest here. So let's unlock Sid's.
Think of what we can do.
Remodeling station.
Thanks again.
And we can talk to Sid here.
Say, ain't you one of them's on Reggie's security detail? You didn't help him much, but maybe you can do something for me now that conflab power's back. You see that baby over there? I was using her to remodel weapons for a spell, but she ain't getting much love nowadays. Do me a favor and put the old girl to work.
Sid's remodeling station can be used to craft new weapons. Use materials to upgrade your arm's performance and imbue them with new abilities. Use materials such as to use as catalysts that will fill the boost meter. Fill the meter to boost the weapon stats and increase its levels. Max out the selected arm's level to remodel a new weapon. Ah. I should take these daggers here, I guess.
Got her all tuned up for you.
I can actually focus on things on fire. I'm gonna guess, yeah, so the grayed out is resistances then. So I can increase its strength. I can get apparently an ability called Bone Crusher. Increase strength and defense with daggers. That'd be kind of interesting, actually. Standard attacks have a small chance of reducing enemies' attack power by 10%. Then we can actually choose. So you can actually increase the level here by how many you actually throw in. Interesting. Oh, let's put in the tusks then.
That ain't half bad.
There you go. Now it's Bone Crusher.
So long.
So you can actually be very tactical with your weapons. But why don't I...
Will you lend us a hand?
Let's do the daily here. I wanted to show what this
Very
was
well.
like first and foremost. Before I open up the story quests.
Do be careful.
There we go. Yeah, so there's a recruitment period here. So if I hold down L trigger, press X, that does an offense magic. If I press B, that will actually heal me and my allies. Other than that, though, and I just realized... did it not save my gear? It did not. Alright. There we go. So other than that, it's very similar. If you actually press the guard here, you don't actually... You can parry things. But you, instead of actually blink warping everywhere, you actually bring up a shield that will actually reduce your magic. So you gotta be very careful when it comes to actually spending your magic. Like how the name's Practoire. Practice dummy. No. Hopefully they won't crash. Wow, she's decked out in Imperial armor. Oh, there we go. Thankfully everyone said ready. So this is actually basically fight until time runs out. And if you don't have another member, you'll actually have a, you'll be given another, an AI player, basically. Ooh. Yeah, so what just happened there was the, hey, my magic just got drained. And these guys are definitely out of my league, probably because of Luna Freya. As you can see, also, my magic kind of took a big hit. How do I get you up? And never mind, apparently I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm gonna get knocked out here. Nope. Yeah, I think Luna Freya kind of threw things out of balance. She's too powerful. No ingredients used for recovery. I should have went looking for food first. And if no one can get me up, I'm actually stuck. Yep. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll do something, then I'll actually just open up the next quest in the storyline. I had a feeling like see, that's the other thing you have to be worried about. Like, if your character is too strong, it needs to be balanced around that, because you'll end up having to fight a ridiculously high-level character that you're not going to have the combat endurance to take on.
What's up?
And that's why, you know, this type of multiplayer is a game that you're going to need to play with, this actually, I think is the one that actually has a hunt. Yeah, this is the one that has a hunt.
Alright, the power supply is online.
Is that, you know, I feel like this is probably one of those games that you actually need to
Say hi to your
play
pal.
with people you know.
I can barely keep up with you.
Yeah, so I'm still only level 1 here, so actually I should just do the this one here. So there's custom, there's recruit AI. So if I just do quick play, I'll just do
Thank
quick
you.
play. We'll see what happens.
I wish you a safe return.
I wanted to see what the shuriken... Ooh, that was... It's a throwing shuriken? Raktar? There it is. I'm like, where the heck is he? As you can see, it's level 99. Kinda powerful. I wonder if I actually get up close to it, I can actually do damage with it. Let's see, let's depart with AI since no comrades. Still trying to figure out how exactly you level up while playing through this game. I do like that it shows like what the stats of all your characters are. Actually, grab some ingredients here. The mystery tin meat. Come on, grab the root. Oh, alright, it's B. And it'll just regenerate some random characters for you to play with. So as you can see, like, the combat in this game is very similar to, Final Fantasy. So you can even actually do point warps, you can warp strikes. And if I'm lucky enough... Yeah, so around here, there's actually enemies that will drop food. I can actually get around all these trees. I can actually switch out the food for fish here. And that'll actually be used in a moment. And you can even break the tusks off of these enemies for additional stuff. Ooh, there's a thick shank. If I can get that. There we go. Ah, darn it. And if I actually can, if I can parry these guys' attacks, I might be able to actually show a chain strike. 'Cause they actually do exist in this mode too, oddly enough. Oh, no, I died. Oh no, he's not dead yet. Put him in a vulnerable state, apparently. And there we are. There we go, that's the gorilla tusks. Ooh, strong bone. Ah, it's a little hard to parry these guys. Yep, so heal. Ooh, gorilla fur. Go. I think he dropped some prime rib. He did drop prime rib. Oh, you actually do, Captain America. You throw your shield like Captain America. And it, of course, gives you your stats here. Who did the most defense, or who, I guess, who took the least damage. Who did the most support.
Glad you made it back.
And it shows Monica. She can actually cook stuff.
Bon appetit.
And they'll also, and she'll cook you random foods to help you in your future hunts. Which is honestly really cool.
One can't wage war on an empty stomach, so eat up.
Ah, there you go. Got a level. And shows what my bounty is. And I could sell those items if I want money and such, or gil. But you do get gil for, buying new, You do get gil just for doing the hunts themselves. Like I said, he is the...
You're a member of the Kingsglaive, right? I don't mean to bother you out of the blue, but would you be interested in buying some used clothes? It's for a good cause. I mean, they're not all used. I actually sewed some of them myself. Anyway, have a look if you got a second. Hey there.
Yeah, so I can actually buy new conversation stuff. See, this book focuses on quips for curative casters. Add a little magic to your chat. For aggressive folks, for folks who want to sound tough, for friendly banter. You can buy new haircuts or facial tattoos for your characters, and you can buy new clothes too. Like I said, there's a lot of customization that apparently can be unlocked while playing this game. There's honestly probably actually one of the best parts.
Ready to get powered up?
I could probably actually use this here and power up wherever that 8
Let's
goes
get
to.
things fired up.
Looks like that's the item shop. Supply station is now up and running. Fulfill certain conditions, start receiving regular donations.
See ya.
And I can even go up to Viv
Hold
here.
on to all the photos my guy takes.
And he can actually
If you
take
see one you
pictures
like, I can frame it for you.
that he actually takes of you while playing. Which is honestly kind of cool. Whoa, that's just freaky. Well, that one's actually kind of cool.
We are Exonerous. For generations, we Soviets supported the livelihood of the people of Lestalem and will continue to provide power for generations to come. Excinerous Industries, where the light of hope shines ever bright.
That's a wonderful
we're not
advertisement.
just a publishing company. We do radio, too. When Lady Luna Freya gave that speech in Altissia, our ratings went through the roof. Securing the broadcasting rights was no easy feat, let me tell you. But the first secretary eventually caved and gave us the green light.
Huh. Now that I didn't know. Where's the supply station? Maybe around here? Yes, it is. Supply station's not open yet. Damn it. Like I said, your main objective is to just power up everything.
What do you say?
I guess this is the last one here.
All right. The power supply is online.
And we even got some gil. Nice.
Well, now it's my turn to get to work.
Ollie has issued you a solo quest.
Thanks again.
Okay. I'm gonna guess I can get the quest
I
here.
foresee great things on your horizon.
Oh. More hunts.
Good luck to you.
Ready to get powered up?
How do...
Best of luck.
Oh, that's Jean. My mistake. Well, then where's Holly? Oh, it's probably up here. Like I said, I honestly kind of like this mode, just because it gives you, that what it's like to be in the world of Ruin, and fills in a lot of the gaps you might have missed.
Welcome to the Glaive. I hate to bother you right off the bat, but I need your help with something. Otherwise, the whole town could be in trouble. Libertus was right when he said I could count on you. Well, let's get to work, shall we?
Testing. Do you read me? Thanks again for helping out.
Use Y to converse with your comrades. Hi. Okay.
See the ropeway on your left?
On my left.
That's the one.
Oh.
There's another line on your right, but it's been out of order for some time now. I was hoping you could handle the repairs. We use the cable cars to haul those meteor shards from here to our thermoelectric incinerators. Both lines need to be up and running to properly fuel the plant. And if the plant loses power, so does the entire grid. Watch your back in there. Place is crawling with critters. Real nasty ones, too. They're like a pack of rabid dogs, but more demon-like. Or so I've heard.
Okay, that was a big mistake. Alright, that was definitely a big mistake. Alright, I need to heal. Badly. Shoot. And it was a little much. Let's actually use a weapon that can hit multiple enemies. And that's what happens if you do a parry successfully. There we are. Get out of here. Oh, there's even a nice little point warp. A lot of enemies. Oh, they're not gonna be able to touch me because they're down there. I don't know, when it comes to like creating like your own character and stuff for these type of things, I've always enjoyed like, even if it's like a set model and stuff, like Dungeon Defenders. I had a lot of fun with Dungeon Defenders.
Take the elevator to the upper level.
At least the first one. Second one, not so much. I think they went a little too crazy with the loot.
Well, all aboard.
And
Don't go in there. You can access the ropeway from there.
Okay, Holly, jeez. You need to yell at me.
Best of luck.
Can you? Oh, it's the other way. I like the whole little create your own character and such. Well, you have a shuriken, why not use it? Although level 11, jeez. Wonder if they do better. Yeah, let me try this actually. I'm surprised I didn't get a gun. There we go. Barely see anything. There we go, weak toe.
All you need to do is replace the busted fuse. You should be able to make it to the car in a flash.
Alright. Alright, I gotta admit, this is actually kind of cool. Hold right trigger, target an ally. Ally! Let's try that again. Oh, I didn't even need to go over there. What was I doing? What? I see them, but I'm trying to do the targeting like they want me to do, but it's not doing it. Just having me walk over the edge. I feel like I'm just off that little bit. Come on, Okay. Alright. Fine, we do it my way. Repairs complete. Move away from the
Look
ropeway.
at that. Thanks a bunch. Watch your step on the way back.
Hold right trigger to target a comrade, then press B to blade warp to their position, help them recover HP. Hold right button, target an enemy, and then press warp strike.
Great work today. You did the whole town a huge favor. Plants up and running once more. If we get back to capacity, we could power the whole region.
The Xenor's power plant is fully functional once again. Send power to the other outposts to expand your range of operations.
We've been dealing with lots of technical difficulties lately.
Like I said, I'm a bit of a sucker for types of games like this. Let's see.
Good to see you.
Excuse me, sorry about that. So now you can see how far it actually reaches here. And you even get different rewards, too. Treasure spots. Where is this? Oh, this is Lestalem. So this basically gives an entire map. Where it's Insomnia and everything. Yeah, so it looks like there's only 2 places I want me to supply electricity towards now. I think I can do one of them. Yeah, I can do one of them right now.
All right, let's light it up.
And I get 3 more. But I'm gonna need 2,000. So I need to send power to the major outposts: Old Lestalem, Meldocchio, Hunter HQ, Kothis Depot, and Galden Key.
Say hi to your pals.
I guess that explains why I was able to why Galden Key actually had some power. I'll just keep trying to actually level up the daggers here.
You find anything good out there?
Okay, I see. So basically you can level it up how you see fit. So if I want daggers to be all attack and defense, then I can. Which I kind of do, actually, because I want that to be my offense weapon.
I've seen worse.
I don't know what to make the... I guess I would make the shields.
They're all tuned up for you.
More about defense, if anything. I just realized I don't really have a magic weapon. Stop touch? Durable thread with impressive sticking power. Use a fabric adhesive has some value and can fetch it in price. Stop touch. Standard attacks have a small chance of stopping enemies in their tracks for 1 second. Interesting.
See you around.
But then you get more items as you do the hunts and such.
Which hunt will you join?
I can actually probably do... Age 1 of 3? Oh, okay. It even shows like what the enemies are weak to and such. So they're weak against maces, they're weak against fire. I don't know how magic works yet. They're weak against apparently also shurikens as well. Oh, Garulas. Okay. So these, they're weak against fire. Shurikens, so they're weak against ranged weapons. I'll probably do this one more time.
A fine choice.
Because I still need to level up.
Do be careful.
Let's see what the shield does. I thought the shield had an actual sword with it. I didn't know you attacked with the shield. I guess the shuriken is a melee weapon. I thought the shuriken would be a physical weapon. Or, no, I mean a ranged weapon, not a, well, I guess if I just do left and right. Yeah, depart with AI. Like I said, I think not many people are playing the Comrades, which is kinda sad, actually, because it doesn't seem to be that bad of a game mode. Like, it has its own story and everything, too. So you could take the food from the camp with you, but that'll just leave Holly with less cooking ingredients. Yeah, you probably should level up the shurikens before I can actually do anything. Hello? Oh, it died. I'm like, what happened here? Pick up the raw meat. And your allies can also pick up food they find too. I've never seen a mace user before. Like I said, this is level 1, so this is as basic as this game gets. There we go. Surprised actually I haven't found any advanced or better food right now. There we go, that's what I was looking for, a thick shank. Like I said, even the AI can actually pick up food. Oh, there's even canned fish, apparently. Hey!
I ain't your servant, you know.
I didn't know Sid could be here. First of all, the raw meat you give him.
Better eat it before it gets cold.
Improves performance of crafted weapons by 20%. Grease monkeys meat wraps. And of course, you get to look at the food.
How's it taste?
I'll only give 50 experience, really? Oh, it even shows... Okay, so the items also show how much experience they give, too. I guess if you want to keep on getting better daggers and such, you're gonna have to keep buying new daggers and such. Which, honestly, it seems like they have thrown enough money at you.
Remodeling ain't magic. If you want to make something new, you need the right parts. Next time you're on the outside, see what kind of scraps you can find and bring them on back. Reggie ain't with us no more, but it sounds like you all still got the power he lent you. Guess he's looking out for you all, even from beyond the grave.
Yeah, so thankfully, apparently, you can still access all of the magic
Find anything good out there?
that Reed just left you. Saber Tusk, face-off boost? Damage output increases 10% when fighting against fewer enemies. Interesting. I think for now I'm just going to keep using the Gorilla Tusks. It just keeps giving me more damage. Plus I like to see what a maxed out dagger looks like.
Got her all tuned up for you. So long.
Alright, let's try that level 4 quest.
Thank you.
So what games have you guys decided to play this week?
I wish you a safe return.
Like I said, I'm actually kind of torn here on what my next option, what my next game should be. There we go, I think the dagger's finally starting to be able to actually do damage. Of course, then again, it actually will do more damage the more times I hit it. I wonder if there's a crit percentage. Maybe I should actually see if I can make a set of daggers that can actually do crits. I think, honestly, I don't see a lot of people really playing the multiplayer, though, just simply because... A, there's too many multiplayer games out there already. And actually finding actual groups, or it's basically more of creating groups that match your time spot. Or that play around the same time as you, that's the really hard part. Cano fish. I am not hitting. I am physically not hitting this guy. Press the can fish. Ah, darn it. I expect the second one. Ah. There we go. Yeah, so this game kind of gives you a little mix of what Gladio is like, because the focus is on parrying and not just simply blocking or holding down. The guard button, be able to just warp around. Uh-oh. And she stopped me. Oh, what's this? Sack some rice. No, it's a 3-star. Tarantula. Additional nests detected nearby. Interesting. Some potato. The fish is so far the best food I have. Oh, they play more spiders. Yeah, you don't actually have much magic. Like, I think this is actually a nice mode because if you're not done, if you really, like I said, you want to play Final Fantasy with other people, you can. Oh, there it is. So that there is actually because I got a parry off of her. So I can actually just hold my guard button or my targeting button and press B as much as possible for multiple warp strikes. Unfortunately, I didn't have much magic at the time. But like I said, it only happens if you can get a perfect parry. And you just hear out the yell out for Hearth at Home. Which is a nice statement, actually. Apparently it's the motto of the Glaives. There we go. And your warp strikes will do a lot more damage as well. And I guess we're done. Well, that wasn't so bad at all. I am curious, though, how difficult this mode actually can get. Because it feels, like I said, I think it feels like there is an actual ending to this game mode as you play through it. Which will kind of explain why they give you multiple character slots.
Welcome back.
Killer tomato.
Well, let's dig in.
Skill received upon quest completion by 30% increases drop rate by 30%.
Rations can satisfy one's hunger, but only a proper meal can feed one's soul.
Yeah, so you're definitely going to be playing multiple times. Just to level up. This place still closed? Yep, it's still closed. How much mana, how much power do I have? Does it even tell me? It does. I have 4,000. And I have a lot of money. Wonder if we got new weapons.
You want weapons? We got lots of them.
Nope, no new weapons.
Hey, come again.
Wonder what the radio says.
We are Exonerous. For generations, we and will continue Exonerous.
Nope.
You know, we're not when Lady Luna.
All of the proceeds are going to charity. These are tough times, so we've all got to pitch in and help each other out. Hey, welcome back.
Let's see, anything new? Nope, just new haircut.
Best of luck out there.
What's up?
And we can finally put in the power for this.
It's looking brighter already.
Is that a royal tune? Received a message from Libertas. Hey there, hero in the making. Heard you making a name for yourself already. Thanks to your hard work reconnecting the power lines, we managed to get in touch with one of our comrades who went MIA. As luck would have it, he stumbled upon one of the royal coffins, and he's headed this way right now. Go meet him at the gates, will ya? See, I kind of like this, because it does remind me of Dungeon Defenders.
Don't just stand there. Help me.
Oh, what the hell? Yeah, you don't really have very strong magic, unfortunately. I kind of wish you could choose, like, your magic, though.
You really saved our hides.
Let's talk about getting dragged into a quest.
Damn. Must have been a lot of work hauling that thing all the way back here. Good job, Glaive. Now, my only question is, where the hell are we gonna put it? Oh, what about the basement of the LaVille? Yeah, I bet the king could rest in peace down there. Speaking of rest, you must be beat. It's written all over your face. Maybe you ought to call it a night, too.
Sword of Lucis, you have liberated my soul. While I cannot lift the cross that you bear. I can offer my protection and help shoulder that burden.
Cool. Equip a royal sigil to receive the blessing of a ruler of yore and make their power your own. Enable curative spells to recover a more HP across a wider range. So we have the Oracle, the Warrior, the Father, the Wise, the Conqueror, the Clever, the Wanderer, the Mystic, the Rogue, the Tall, the Just, the Fierce, and the Pious. Wow, you really make yourself super weak with that. I don't think I'll be where... Can I even unequip it? I don't think you can, unfortunately. No, you can. Okay, you can unequip it. Yeah, so as you get more info, it will reveal more characters and stuff. So there's a Reese. There's Sid. There's Holly. It's a good explanation of everything. It says, like, this really is like the whole lore building in the world. Or the world of Ruin. Potions, though. Unless I'm missing something. I never talked to her.
Come, dearie. Come from the Crown City you have? Brew many kinds of potions, I do. Defend against the demons, they do. Magic, they say. A witch, some call me. But a simple old woman I am. If in need of potions you are, share with you I shall.
Exchange elemental stones here for status-enhancing enchantments. Only one enchantment can be active at a time. Ah. Oh, so I can even trade attack boosts. I guess attack boosts for a fire elemental stone? Oh, I see. So she wants that, and I'll get, like, poison proof. Meal-based bonus that prevents death. Oh, so these are just basically offering you, bonuses then. Okay.
Rely on magic, the hunters do not. Stuck in their old ways, they are.
You find anything good out there?
Oh, I need to get more tusks.
See you around.
We had a demon infestation a while back, but I had a couple of hunters take care of it for me.
What do you say?
Ah, here we are. Oh, what's this? Meldacio Hunter HQ. Oh, cool, you even move out. Oh, that's a lot. Campground Quadrupedal Plateau. Meteor shards. Defense, Hunter's Hideaway, Urgent, Clematis, Carlabos. The Carlabos? Torben Talum. Fashion Sketchbook. Wow, this actually has a huge game mode. 60,000? Wow, you... Alright, if you somehow have played this game for so long... Let's see, 5,000... Really, just a direct line, 60,000. That's insane. What's this one? Finnegan Parton. And that gives you a hunt as well. Well, for now, I guess we should just invest in this.
Let's light it up.
Oh, okay, I see. A new multiplayer quest is available. Yeah, I was like, I gotta figure out how to get to, all the way to Galding Key. Office Depot. It's Galding Key. That's the last one. Oh, there it is. So I guess somewhere it'll actually branch out.
Thanks again.
Oh, you can
talk of the town, kid. Thanks to those photos.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
level 5. What do these offer here? Just strong bones. Bonus. These seems weak against. They're weak against daggers. Level 15 though. Holy crap. Level 9. How much experience do they actually give? Does it even say? And I'll just do.
Well.
Let's just speed things up and do AI. Like, I just notice a lot of downtime you get the more you end up, just waiting on other players. I wonder if they'll actually scale, though. That's my curiosity. It's like you actually throw the daggers as well, which is kind of cool. Nope! And honestly, it feels like they just kind of focused on creating a fundamental version of what the combat was for for Final Fantasy. Several bosses have appeared. Oh dear. Oh, out of range. Alright. I don't want to get the dagger. Like I said, downfall is probably still the targeting system in this game. You just want to focus on the little stuff, but this didn't make it easy to switch your targets. And I really wish they made that an easier thing to do. I'd be surprised if I could just attack his hair. 121, 100. I wish we could parry this enemy, it'd be nice. But having weapons just constantly increasing damage is nice too. Although I think I'm out of my element here in terms of levels. And I'm poisoned. I wonder if this will actually work. Nope! No curing poison. Oh, hello, what was that? Oh. There it is. It's a shame I'm always out of magic for that. Nice, thick hide. And I'm in stasis. Yeah, but I don't know why about games like this. Kind of, it's like I always find a lot more enjoyable. I think it's maybe through its simplicity is probably the primary reason. Because a game like, you know, these games can be very complex or very simple depending how much or how far you get. Like Dungeon Defenders 1 at the very end got super complex. Like, I'm just talking about the base game, not all the DLC and stuff. I never got into the DLC. I see some food items I can pick up. I probably should. Go. Can of meat. Nope. Couldn't get there in time. I think I enjoy this, like, despite it being, obviously, living in the apocalypse. It's a very lighthearted story mode game. What can I do with all this mystery meat?
Sorry for the wait.
3 mushroom kebabs. That's what I can make for you.
I'd be more than happy to cook for you again sometime. It's quite therapeutic.
Look at all this stuff I get. Face-off boost. Damage output increases. Caster's default curative spell changes into a stronger health restoring magic. Time boost. That's actually really cool. You could change the way your weapons, like how your weapons become and stuff. Like, it's those little things that makes it a lot more interesting. I think when I was originally playing Dungeon Defenders 1, I played the monk. I actually loved the auras. Let's see. How much power did that give?
Ready to get powered up?
I gave 4,000? Jeez. Arms schematics? What do arms schematics do? This one do. Hunt snakes on a downed plane.
We've got the power.
Munition shop has expanded its inventory. Ah. New multiplayer quest is now available. Driving Miss Cindy. Warrior Sigil, the Untouchable. Oh, this actually... Oh my god, don't tell me one of the royal tombs was inside the fort. It was probably inside the fort. Like I said, like, there's so much you can do with Final Fantasy 15.
Bye now.
You're the talk of the town, kid, thanks to those photos.
You want weapons? We got lots of them.
Ah, there we go. Offensive spell Fire. Caster's default offensive spell changes into a fire-type elemental magic. Yeah, so right now, basically, it's like, here, force push. So, Siphon, stand attacks have a chance of draining MP equivalent to 5% of damage inflicted. That's cool. Sand attacks inflict ice-type elemental damage. Very expensive, though. Or very small damage boost.
Hey, come again.
That's really cool.
I'll hold on to all the photos my guy takes. If you see one you like, I can frame it for you.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. That is also really cool. I'd be a sucker for not saving that one. The downside is it doesn't look like you get to do much with the photos. Like, I don't know where you can access them and such.
I can barely keep up with you.
Escort. Driving Miss Cindy. Hammerhead's own Cindy Aurum is making a special delivery, but the roads are too dangerous for her to go it alone. And a mechanic of her skill is too valuable to be lost. The Glaive is tasked with seeing her and her cargo safely to the gates of Lestalem. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a bit out of my league. Level 24, level 14, level 11, and another level 11. That is a lot of enemies. Probably actually do this again, because I want to max out the,
Thank you.
I want to max out the, I want to max out those daggers and see what happens if you max them out. Like, this is the game mode, honestly, I could easily see myself just spending a lot of time playing. Like, primarily because I do like this. It's weird that this game mode itself is what gives the, like, part of the depth that I've actually wanted. Go. Go. Target face. Damn it, get back here. I want to smash... Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Just wanted to keep cracking those tusks. So it doesn't look like I'm not getting the items, though, for some reason. Go. It does, like I will say one thing, it does seem like it takes a while for it to level up. One more? Yes, there is. Never mind, I guess blinking out of there was the right thing to do. That's the other cool thing, you can end up protecting your own teammates and such. Go, that's another tusk. Seems like the spear's really good at breaking the tusks. Not want to enter stasis, though. Great gorilla tusks. There we go. See, that's what I'm actually surprised on. I didn't get to do much breaking of animals in the main game. Although it only felt like there wasn't really much of a purpose for them in the main game aside from selling them or using it to create better magic. Thick shank. Like, I may not get much experience for this, but still. Like, the reason, though, is to actually get the ingredients. Like, this actually does something. It's probably actually what the whole Engine Blade and Drain Lance was supposed to be all about, but that was way too sparse to actually go anywhere.
Bon appetit.
King Stew.
Rations can satisfy one's hunger, but only a proper meal can feed one's soul.
Undaunted. Damage output increases by 10% against larger enemies. Oh, that's cool. And even gives magic resistance too. Although I think I'm stuck with the daggers being offense, like your... I guess if anything, the shield would probably be the best thing for that to actually have. To be covered in gorilla fur. I'm curious, though, if I can actually get to max level.
Got her all tuned up for you.
Where was it? There it is. Let's see. Yep, level 20. Let's see what happens.
I've seen worse.
Is that it? Just maxes out to level 20?
Find anything good out there?
Yep. Okay, so once it reaches level 20, that's it. That just gives you extra stats, though. For something like
Got her
this.
all tuned up for you.
Because it can be your...
Word
your
of our
HP.
community's acclaim spreads.
Oh, thank you very much for the host, Spirit of Radio. How are you guys doing tonight? We're playing this is going to be basically probably our last stream of Final Fantasy 15 in a while. I wanted to show off the multiplayer, which is Final Fantasy 15 Comrades. But you gotta say, there's a lot of replay value for this type of game. Because, I'll be honest, progression in terms of levels is very small. It is very small indeed.
You find anything good out there?
What I should do with the shuriken. I think if anything, probably just best if I just use the daggers for now. But how are you all doing tonight? How was your stream, Spirit of Radio? What did you guys do?
Any
How
bright
do I
ideas?
have? 3,000. So, if you've never played Final Fantasy 15, this isn't really... I guess it's not really spoilers, honestly. It really isn't. This is basically in between chapters 13 and 14 of the game, or I guess post chapter 13.
Say hi to your pals.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
Oh,
Very
shoot, I
well.
pressed the wrong one here.
Take care out there.
But if you weren't done with Final Fantasy 15 and you want to play more, this actually is a fun little multiplayer game. Like, it even has its own story and everything. which is the really interesting part about everything. Let's see here. That's attack 45 versus 34. That has attack of 40. That has attack of 22. And this actually gives me even more stats. What's really interesting, actually, it's an interesting game. You can actually end up getting here. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't find any other players. That's just gonna give me an option here, yeah, so I can actually try again or depart with AI. I think, if anything, this is probably the most overlooked part for Final Fantasy 15 on Steam. But it looks like they actually made the AI strong enough, at least to scale with you. The only thing I'd say, like, you definitely need the game to scale better. Let's see, one. Oops. Ooh, egg. That egg. That's not the egg. There we go. Tetier Ginger. And I'll stick with the egg. But the cool thing is, like, this is actually like a full-on multiplayer mode. Which kind of shows, like, they really could have gone the distance with Final Fantasy 15, like, gone even further. Like, it feels like the bulk of the story, or enjoying the story, got hidden away while playing this game. Or it got hidden in the multiplayer modes, I should say. I don't even know which side to attack here to get items. Okay, that was a thing. What have you guys been playing this week so far? What are your projects? What endeavors you would like to actually pursue this week? I'm honestly kind of torn what I should be streaming for tomorrow. Because it feels like this will take a while to actually be proper. That's the really cool part about getting a parry in this game. Although the downside is, unfortunately, you run out of magic really quickly. An endless supply of spider odors. Alright. And someone just broke it. There we go. There's any food here. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, nothing on the mini-map. Yeah, but I think it'll be quite a grind just to actually get to the ending of the story mode here. Because of those level 17, and I've done, I don't know, 7 hunts, and I'm still only, I don't even know what level I am here. I think I'm level 4 now?
Sorry for the wait.
Increases drop rate.
I'd be more than happy
Yeah, I'm only
to
level
cover your
3
rent sometime.
still.
It's quite therapeutic.
I need to find a way to actually increase the amount of experience I'm gaining. Because this is kind of ridiculous, just how slow you level up. Probably, I guess I should have the shurikens of a magic weapon.
Nowadays, Lestalem's known as the City of Light, the last beacon of hope left for mankind. That's why everyone's gathered here. Refugees are pouring into the city from all corners of Eos, and it's our job to keep them safe from the demons. We Glaives fight for hearth and home, and this is our home now.
So that pretty much sums up the situation. You're basically living in the apocalypse.
What's up?
Let's see. What can I do here? I got 5,000 energy now. What's this do? Finnegan. Oh, let's throw that in there.
Transmission complete.
Refugees have been safely escorted to Lestalem. When enough power reaches an outpost, the refugees will band together. Okay. And that opens up new ways too, so that gives me money. That's just a power station. It gives me another hunt. Yeah, so you're basically trying to open up hunts. Or you do hunts and you gain power because you're also hunting for power to constantly power the power plant. And there's all these main quest lines you can do. Like this one, you could go the straight path and it costs 60,000 energy, which would definitely take a lot of hunts. Or you could go the indirect path, and it would cost a lot less. And plus you would also get a lot of extra goodies. But our goal right now is to actually get to, what am I trying to get to? I think this is it. No, that's for the Warrior's Sigil. Like, actually, I could just zoom out here. I need to actually reach, Kothis Depot, Old Lestalem, and Galding Key. Oh, and also, Meldacio Hunter HQ. Which I think I probably have to go this way to unlock that stuff. Either that or it's this. I can't tell.
Thanks again.
You're definitely gonna be spending a lot of time leveling up your stuff.
Tuned up for you.
What Strong Bone gives? Strong Bone just gives defense. I need a pure defense item, though. This would actually be nice if, like, with whatever my... I think my lance is actually probably my heavy-hitting weapon.
See you around.
Because daggers started off pretty weak, but their strength is that...
We got lots of them.
Strength is that it's supposed to actually do more damage on every hit. And you can always just start over and buy yourself a new set of daggers. Yeah, no, definitely it seems like, yeah, lances are, I guess, looks like the middle of the road.
Hey, come again.
I can barely keep up with you.
So I'm probably just gonna bounce between these three hunts for a bit until I actually get enough energy. Not dropping anything, unfortunately. Well, that went a lot quicker. Oh, hello, and there's even food up there. Oh, what's the... Give me that potato! Got the miasmal particle. No idea what that does. Oh, he's breathing on me. That explains everything. Gotta be careful not to use all your magic. Fortunately, it looks like these guys also poison you too. I cannot find a good angle to attack these guys from, and wow, that's... I cannot tell when these guys actually attack. Oh. Yeah, they're weak against the daggers. There we go. Yeah, so when they're blue like that, everyone can basically chain strike them for even more damage, which is really cool. And I think if you actually have multiplayer, you can probably actually control the AI a little bit better to actually get more... Oh, nope, that's not what I want. I want to attack you. There we go. Gotta be careful though, you can also enter stasis as well. It does take a while to get back magic. That's probably one of the cool things, is there's a sigil that allows you to protect your teammates when they're in that bubble. Go. I guess daggers aren't great at breaking weapons, unfortunately. Probably do one more hunt. Ah, that was the potato. That's another potato. Not much food on this mission, unfortunately. Left with scraps here, unfortunately.
Welcome back. Well, let's dig in.
Fried rookie on rice.
One can't wage war on an empty stomach, so eat up.
Yeah, you did plan to play a lot just to get so many levels. That I wonder if there's an experience buff you can give yourself, because I would get that over anything else. Because it doesn't seem like money's a problem. It seems like the main issue is just getting the experience. I wonder if she has one.
Welcome you are.
Attack boosts, defense boosts. So I can't even buy that. HP, poison, resistance. Yeah, no experience, unfortunately.
My magic the hunters refuse, but potions they accept. Healing potions for them I brew.
You're the talk of the town, kid, thanks to those photos.
So I guess you wanna... Can you do anything else with this?
You find anything good out there?
No, I guess that's all you can do with it. Yeah, if anything, so far it's like the first hunt is actually what you would want to do the most. Just so you can actually, well, that apparently the Saber Tusk Claws. But I think that's the first hunt again, though. Oh no, the Gorilla Tusk. Saber Tusk Claws is something different.
So long.
Basically just constantly crafting your weapons to make them better.
Ready to get powered up?
I wonder what's this way, then.
We've got the power.
And Meteor Shards is just more magic. More magic. Sounds like... It honestly looks like this gives you, this is probably the first direction they want you to go. Because everything else here is clearly a lot more, a lot more expensive. And that just gives you money. I don't really need money. This game throws money at you like crazy.
It's looking brighter already.
It's an urgent mission and a fence mission. It's another oh, that's the hunt. If I need to do that hunt if I want to actually unlock that. Then let's see.
Transmission complete.
Torben Talum. Refugees have been safely escorted to Lestalem. It doesn't look like I got anything for that. That just gives me money. This is the way to Lestalem. Looks like it actually added something else here too. Meteor shards, 5,000. 10,000 for a 4,000 investment. That's actually really good.
Bye now.
I foresee great things on your horizon.
Yeah, this is a level 10. Playing this quest will open up a new power supply route. Yep. Ooh, a level 3 mission. Let's actually do this one for the last one here. This is an Iron Giant, level 14. What the heck is he weak to? Creme Brulee! Weakness is light, apparently. Weak to daggers, weak to maces, and weak to shield.
Very well. Take care out there.
This will be a last hunt. Because then we'll easily go past the 2-hour mark. Though I do notice my stats are going up quite a bit. Definitely it's bigger than the AI. If the target's HP falls to 0, the quest will be aborted. Oh, crud. Any food? Give me the food. Give me the bizarre bone. Probably should use my warp strike. wish you would hold still. Yeah, I think right now my magic really doesn't even have an element. It's just, here, cast a spell. Oh! Super fragile. Really, guys? Nope. Need the daggers that will actually throw me, and I don't have any magic. Oh my goodness, it broke itself. I had a feeling this would actually be very difficult. Seems like the AI is plenty strong. Oh! God, I still actually don't like really fighting these guys. Actually heal myself. I don't have much HP. And down it goes. Bones, some peppers. What was that last food? Ah, just wheat. I want to see what you cook up with the bones. They're strange bones.
Glad you made it back.
Bizarre bones.
Dinner is served.
Green soup curry.
I'd be more than happy to cook for you again sometime. It's quite therapeutic.
Let's see. Grenade, fragment, offensive spell, fire. Flan ooze. Let's see, what do those do? Magic and lightning resist. Fire resistance, and a lot of fire resistance. See, I think you would probably have like an all damage weapon and have like your shield or something be your defensive weapon.
Man, I thought that kid was just pretending to be some kind of know-it-all. But he's actually pretty sharp.
Must be if he made it out of the Crown City in one piece. Wouldn't be surprised if he's smarter than you.
Huh?
Hey, Glaive! Get a load of this. Turns out this kid is a walking encyclopedia. He knows everything.
Well, not everything. Just mainly what's written in my grandpa's notebook. He took down nuts about all kinds of things, like that funny-looking island floating off the coast of Golden Key. There's a lot of mysteries surrounding that place, but most of them are unsolved since the island is technically off-limits.
Yeah, so this is definitely before the world of ruin went in full swing.
The name Angelgard first appeared in the cosmogony. According to the book, it's the spot where the gods gather and the power of our star is centered.
Huh.
Before the kingdom was built, the people used Angelgard as a prison. They sent criminals there and made them reflect on their sins. Ramu passed judgment on people who didn't repent by smiting them with a bolt of lightning. Or at least that's what Grandpa always used to tell me.
That's actually cool. Like, that literally is part of your world building.
Before the kingdom was built, the people...
And then we know where Noctis somehow appeared.
I knew the island had some connection with the royal family, but I just thought it was their vacation home or something. I didn't realize it was sacred ground.
And these two people are just talking. I wonder if you actually have to discover everything. And it looks like, yeah, you do have to basically find everything.
I'll be here.
I was really hoping, like, there'd be more customization as you unlock, but I guess you just have to earn it all.
What's up?
Which is fine. So the game definitely does give you a lot to do. It looks like you can even actually go to Old Lestalem as well, and then branch out the power from there and do quests that way too.
Best of luck.
That's gonna do it for me tonight. Like I said, this is just a small look at the multiplayer. They definitely want you to repeat hunts over and over again to kind of build up all your items, but you slowly... There clearly has to be an ending to this game mode as well. It's actually really cool. Which is funny, it's like after you beat Final Fantasy 15, it's like, what you're honestly, it would be a torn thing. It's like, do you want to do the Comrades thing and experience the rest of the story while Noctis was gone, or experience or play through the game again and play through the open world? Because either way, this game gives you a lot of content, and it really sucks a lot of the story is either in the episodes, or actually it's just in the downloadable content. It's in all the DLC here. And it's really weird. Like I said, I just feel very awkward about Final Fantasy 15's story. In terms of, like, the over-encompassing narrative versus, like, the small moments there. And I think it just hits the small moments right, but it didn't do... It, oddly enough, didn't do the world building right, in my opinion. But it's still, regardless, though, in terms of gameplay, overall, once you definitely get over the weird control setup, it definitely becomes enjoyable to play through. And if you definitely have a core group of people to play with, Comrades, I could easily see being a lot of fun for people. But that's gonna do it for me tonight. Tomorrow, there probably will be a stream. I need to think about what actually to do, because this is it. We've done everything in Final Fantasy 15. We've done the Comrades, we've done the main game, and we've done all the episodes. So, I honestly don't... I need to think about it. I'll post it on the event of what game I'm going to be streaming. It might just be... it could actually even be more Comrades, honestly, because this is actually kind of fun. It's like, I'd say the downside for Comrades, though, it definitely feels slow-paced. A little too slow-paced. In terms of being able to actually progress and level up. I think those are the two most important things. But we shall see. We shall see. Unfortunately, though, let me take a look here. Is anyone I know is actually streaming right now? Actually, there is. There's Summoning Salt here. He's actually a speedrunner. And I believe he actually still has the world record for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. If you're ever interested in if you ever want to, like, a really, really fun game, like, from the NES, it's definitely Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Or Punch-Out, featuring Mr. Dream. Take your pick. But, of course, if you were born during the time of Nintendo, it was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So I'm going to give a host to Summoning Salt there. You can go say hi to him. Like I said, he's a really great speedrunner. And he's actually the one that makes all the speedrunning videos on YouTube. Basically covering the world record progression series when it comes to speedrunning. So if you ever want to learn more about the way how actually speedrunners get through the games as fast as possible, and how it's progressed over the years, you should definitely take a look at Summoning Salt's YouTube channel as well. But that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have just a great week. I almost said weekend. A great Wednesday. And as always, until then, take care.